there, it's another tarot sesh. I'm the Can Astrologer. My name is Abby, and this is your August 2025 full moon reading for Scorpio. Welcome back, Scorpio. You guys know I love you the mostest because I am a super Scorpio myself. Sun, Moon, Rising, Uranus, Juno, and Vesta a lot. So, welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. You guys know that at the end of every year I do a full moon predictions reading, and we predict the upcoming 12 full moons, or 13 depending on how many we have that year. We journal everything, and then when we go along through the full moon readings throughout the next year, we talk about it. So we'll be going over all of that information, all the predictions that we did at the end of last year, at the end of this reading. That way we can kind of compare and contrast and see what resonates with your reading and what comes out. So let's get into it. Have faith was in the bottom of the deck. I know I needed to hear that, so I figured some of you guys would too. Have faith with something that's going on. Maybe you're waiting on word of some projects, job opportunities, place to move, next steps, relationships. Take it as it resonates. Everybody's on a different timeline. All right, and here, okay, so the song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards together, Scorpio, higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good, so mote it be, was, the song is called It's All Happening by Saint Motel. Okay, so underneath the deck we have Be Decisive. Libra just got this card. You could be dealing with a Libra, have strong Libra placements like myself. I also have a lot of strong Libra placements too. But there's something that's going to happen. Something like you might be given a job opportunity or a job offer, and you have to be decisive. Or you may be offered 2 job opportunities, and you have to be decisive with which one you're going to take. Top of the deck. Become a clear channel. Okay, so this is opening yourself up to help others, to help as many people as possible. Instead of, I'm just going to say, I feel like somebody is making a decision on exactly what it is that they want to do in their life. They're being decisive about what that is, which direction that they want to take. As I say that, I'm looking kind of at like a compass. And then, I think for many of you, me clearly, it's becoming a clear channel to help others wake up. Like, there's a whole reason why we all come together, why we're here for this purpose. Scorpio, we know that we're some of the deepest, most, mysterious and mystical of the zodiac. But it's to become a clear channel to help wake people up, to help bring people to the light, to help remind people of who they already are. Some people just forget along the way. They lose their path, lose their way, lose their hope, and we have a funny way of being able to bring people back onto that path. Now, this clear channel also could just be being a leader in whatever industry that you're working in, being stepping up in whatever it is that you do. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be spiritual, right? You can still be spiritual and do a million other things. I have another life outside of this as well. I work as a consultant in the cannabis industry. I work on the media side of publication and content and creation and things like that, which goes hand in hand with what I'm doing. So clearly, it makes sense. This is my channel, my Clear Channel, which is ironic too, because I used to work for a company that was called Clear Channel, but they're no longer around. Radio. All right, what do we have for Scorpio? Higher peace, power, protection, prosperity. This is the tea leaf fortune cards, but I use this to, oh God, this is going to be crazy. If you've had any kind of a retrograde season like I have. All right, let's get into this. This is the storyline that leads up to the reading that we're jumping into today. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Leave it for the next person that it's meant for. What do we have for Scorpio, please? August 2025. I'm hearing that song in my head. Oh, I needed to read the lyrics for you. Okay. We have older man, dealings or relationship with an older man underneath the deck. So this has already happened in the past. The song, it's all happening. So some of the lyrics: I came, I saw, I conquered, never got no prize. I went and faced my monsters, look 'em straight in their eyes. Now look around, it's beautiful as far as we can see. The past has turned to history and it's all happening finally. So this is great news. I have been feeling this myself. I've been watching other readers, because I watch more other readers on Scorpio than reading for myself all the time, unless I'm doing our readings together, right? And they're also talking about this big shift. We're feeling like the tables turn for Scorpio, for those of us who have been, going through some tumultuous turbulence, some instability, some, crazy wildness. It's different for everybody, right? But we're also in the middle of like 4 different retrogrades. We also have Lionsgate portal that we're smack dab in the middle of, which is a great time for manifestation. Okay, it's a good thing. But Mercury retrograde plus Saturn retrograde, are you kidding me? Like, that's like crazy for anybody. So Mercury retrograde deals with miscommunication, transportation, technology. Saturn is the planet of karma, and when it's in retrograde, it's like, karma's coming back for everybody for anything that was done, good and bad, right? So it's like a 50-50 up in the air. Okay, yeah, so, okay. Makes sense. But good things are happening. It's like our karma, our good energy is finally coming back to us. What else do we have for Scorpio, please? Spirits, what do we need to know? What is the storyline? Vote. I like it. Okay. Ooh. Ooh-lally. Ooh-lally. Okay. Okay. These all fell together, but this is good. You have a lot of cards that just fell out. Sorry for the quietness. So this, again, already happened in the past, could be happening now, but it's like past tense energy. We have a dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Could be any kind of man. Then we have clouds. Here's the dark man. Sorry, I know the light's weird in here. Then we have clouds, temporary problems. Who's had that? Raise their hands, hit that like button. Oh my God. Why are you here? Drop a comment in the comments below, because that's probably what I'm reading for, who I'm reading for. But then we have carrot, opportunity or windfall. I'd say for many of us, this was more of an opportunity. Clarification. Then whale, great worry over nothing. Sorry. I know this light. Does this help it? Maybe that'll be different. Okay, then we have September. Something could have happened in September. It would have been a September in the past. And it deals with an older man. Okay? An older man. Could be a dark man, but an older man. Then with the second set of cards, now this could be the same situation, just extension of the timeline, or a different situation. Take it as it resonates. We have boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. There we go. Then we have vine, seek out information that will help you. So looking for information through the grapevine. Then we have bird perched, waiting for a news package or letter. So you could be waiting for news on something, someone. I think for many of us, we're waiting to hear from like a job or an opportunity or a person. Then we have frying pan, trouble, accusation. So somebody could have been accusing you of something. Don't we know? People love to hate us, right? Yeah, spear, heartache over what you no longer have. But really, is it? Maybe this is for some of us. We all have different placements, but like most of us, we don't care. You know what? I'm not gonna. No, I think for the people, places, situations, and scenarios that were just truly not meant for us, but still were there to teach us lessons. Those are the things that we really don't give a shit about. Like once it's over, we're just like, oh, we've already forgotten your name. You know, oh, I worked with that company, that person, gross. You know, like we're good at walking away and forgetting things like that. Like putting it in the past, never thinking about it again. That's why we transform so easily, so many times. We're transformation, like artists, professionals, right? But for the things that really matter to us and that we really truly did care about, and we do care about people. Scorpios are very caring. We're very trustworthy and loyal, right? That's what will give us this heartache energy. The things that we put our heart and soul into, and then it just didn't work out for some reason, you know? But it's because we had this. And this is where we leave off with the heart, okay? This is love, deep affection, and caring. There's somebody that has love, deep affection, and caring for you, Scorpio. This is where we're leaving off. And then underneath the deck is grapes, time to go out and have fun. This also could involve wine. So take that as it resonates. Let's now do some tarot. Okay, there's a million cards on the table already. Jeez. All right, split the deck. We've got the Four of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. So we're talking money. We're talking about, it's all happening. Maybe you've been in like a period of rest with the Four of Swords, taking a like mental relaxation. You could have like had some tumultuous things happening, so you're just like doing a little bit of self-care as you're manifesting for the next big thing. We're great at that, right? What do we have for Scorpio, please? What is the main energy for Scorpio? What do we have coming in for August 2025, please? 3 cards, and then we're going to clarify each card. Underneath the deck, ooh, I like it. Underneath the deck, energy going into this. Look at that. Look at that girl. The Empress. Look how pregnant she is, right? Holding her belly. Now, you could be pregnant. You could be dealing with somebody who's pregnant. If this isn't you, and if it's not about pregnancy, it's about fertility. It's about being abundant with growth, with, you know, she's like, the Empress is like anything she touches turns to gold. It's Libra, Taurus energy, but she's queen of all queens. She has all elements within her, all signs, right? So she's very prosperous. You know, she is just, people love to be around her energy, right? When she's upright. You know, bluebirds land on her shoulder, you know, flowers surround her. She smells beautiful, you know, things like that. So let's get 3 cards. Either this is you or this is who you're dealing with, or it's the energy of the Empress, and I love it. 3 cards, please. Scorpio. August. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So underneath the deck we have the Five of Swords. This is bittersweet victory. This is the, like, there was like a battle. There was some type of a battle, and sometimes it's not exactly like a fair one, right? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, Swords energy, right? This is like communication. This could be legal, law. You know, there could have been some kind of like bittersweet dealings, having to, you know, dealing with the law, something like that. Now, what's interesting is we've got Temperance card, but it fell in reverse. Now, this is in the past. This happened in the past, so I guess I'm okay with that, because I'm like, it hurts when the angel's in reverse to me, you know? The angel is somebody who comes in and balances things between the 5D and the 3D. She's about hope, renewal, healing, you know, and protection. But like in the past, there was somebody that just like wasn't protected. and maybe as protected as you thought you were. Maybe I mean, we all know that there's battles that happen beyond the realms that we can see, right? And I feel like there was just something that affected you deeply. And that, like, your angels were not able to protect you from. And I'm not even going to go that far, because, you know, sometimes there's things that are meant to happen to us so that we can learn from, right? The lessons become the blessings, right? You're always protected in some way. You have multiple angels around you. But someone could have been, you know, I don't know. Like, I'm just seeing, like, not so sure, not so, maybe they just didn't believe that it could happen to them, or maybe, like, it was, see, because I'm not getting, like, somebody who is self-assured, or typically with this card, it's like they're not protected because they're being, like, selfish or greedy, or you know, not, almost foolish, like, right? But I'm not getting that from this card. I feel like this was somebody who really did care, who had it there, who had their heart behind, you know, intentions and all of that. It's like there was, like, some type of an attack against an angel. That's why the angel's in reverse. Thank you, spirits. Okay. There was an attack against the angel, and that's why, you guys, okay. It was an attack against the angel, bittersweet bittersweet battle, bittersweet victory, right? And while it didn't take the angel out, it took her under a little bit. But behind that is the Ten of Cups. Happy home, happy life, happy wife. Behind that is the Ace of Cups, a beautiful new beginning of some sort. And behind that is the Seven of Cups. This is a lot of water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Somebody tried to take out an angel. Who is going to do that? The devil, of course. But while it didn't knock her down, it knocked her a little bit back, right? But now we've got somebody celebrating, the Three of Cups, okay? This is celebratory energy. There's a reason to celebrate. It's all happening right now. It's all happening finally. So for something that was done in the dark or done in the past against maybe like an earth angel, right? Now there's about to be a reason to celebrate. It's not here yet. It's not in full color. It's not in full swing, but it's about to be. Any day now. Could be 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 hours, 3 months. Big changes. So then we have the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy. Okay? You could be dealing with a Taurus, incoming Taurus. Hierophant energy. This could be a boss, a CEO, somebody like a leader of a large organization or an industry or some type of an empire. Also could be like a church or something. Somebody who, you know, people look to. Higher form of authority, so to speak. Also could be like a judge or a lawyer if you are talking about legal or law. Already 18 minutes. I've been talking a lot. Oh, wow, look at this. Three of Cups again in color. Something to celebrate. Then we've got the Nine of Pentacles, independent, self-made energy. With the Nine of Pentacles, somebody, you know, who worked their way up. Very abundant. The Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. So this is very well could be like somebody on their way up to Empress status, Empress energy. I want to know more about this Temperance in reverse. What the F? I'm almost mad about it. Okay, so energy going into this is the Page of Wands. Keep your eye on your goals and enjoy every moment. So be grateful. It's like the attitude is gratitude, right? Be grateful for every moment. You know, make sure that you're sending out the right vibration as you're taking these steps forward, because that's exactly the type of energy that you're going to get back from the universe, right? So, yeah, it's about having courage and just being in the spirit of excitement, love of life, enthusiastic, and discovering, you know, being a, what do they call it? Or what do I call it? A student of life. Thank you, Spirit. All right, what's Temperance in reverse? I want to know more about this. What happened? What is this? It could be Sagittarius energy. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. That was a lot of cards. No, I'm not going to take them because they fell face down. So I'm taking the first one. Make it easy, okay? Okay, so, okay. What's the Three of Cups? We'll go over it in just a second. What's the Three of Cups for Scorpio, please? What's the Three of Cups? Thank you. And two more. Thank you. No. What's the Hierophant? Wow. I don't know if you can hear that high-pitched noise. I don't know what it is. It just started. Wow. Okay. 3 Kings? And the Justice card? Hold on, what's this one? Scorpio. This is great. I'm excited. This is interesting. I'm excited. Okay, so in the past, we have the Temperance card in reverse. And I'm like freaking out about this. I'm like, why would we have this? Who this was the trouble. This was the accusations. It was laying right over it. The heartache over what you no longer had. It's like somebody attacked an earth angel. Somebody tried to take something from us or from an earth angel. I say us because it's, you know, it's our reading, okay? So first card that falls out is the Two of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And that means force, like chaos and flexibility and balance. Somebody's overwhelmed and disorganized, but it's because it's like the rug has been pulled out from underneath their feet. And it was the rug of 10 of Cups, you know, is, you know, happy home, happy life, happy wife. The idea of somebody just like tried to wreck that for another person. It's like everything that they had planned for was working out and somebody just went bloop. Why? So it could have been a Libra because we have the Justice card. I'm not saying that's a just thing to do. Could have been a Libra, but also there could be justice coming in because of this. Because clearly it was wrong. There's truth. Because justice is about truth and clarity, cause and effect, right? So fuck around and find out. And that's what we're about to unveil here. But yeah, it's about balance, fairness, and accountability. Somebody taking accountability. I always say one person's justice is another person's karma. You fuck around with an earth angel or an angel of any kind of chosen one, and you expect to get away with it. Are you kidding me? Okay, so Scorpio. So we have incoming celebration. It's all happening, and according to the song, it is. All right. So this is how we clarify. Temperance upright. Temperance comes in. She's like, I got this, girl. I got this for you. I got your back, right? This upright, balancing the 5D, the 3D. This is about hope. It's about healing. It's about protection. Seeking balance and creating a calm atmosphere. Bring it back in, you know? It's about moderation, tranquility, a combination of forces bringing you to a realization. Then we've got the world. Everything you've worked for is coming together. It's about accomplishment and success, completion, synthesis, and perfection. Mastery, even. You are very good at what you do. As you start this new journey, you're taking a leap of faith into something new. Now, it could be a new job, a new business. It could be a new industry. It doesn't have to be. But it's something new that you're about to celebrate, okay? You've got anticipation, curiosity. It's a new journey you know, but there's lots of positive potential. So what I think is coming in now is this Hierophant energy. King of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? That's Mr. Moneybags. All right. This could be a boss. It could be a CEO. But this is also somebody who's very grounded, great at business, and they are able to solve issues in practical ways. Okay. They're realistic, solid, good character, intelligent, steady, and reliable. Okay. That's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Then we've got a Page of Wands. This is the energy of keeping your eye on the prize, you know, and enjoying every moment. It's the love of life. This is somebody who loves life. They're also enjoying this moment. This could be a new venture for them, a new business, or they're just somebody who's very enthusiastic about this new direction that they're taking with you, Scorpio. And then we've got the King of Cups. So either this could be a different king coming in, maybe romance for some of you, maybe not. This could be somebody else in the mix having to do with this new start. Maybe not, because it also just could be, or could mean that this person is also a King of Cups. And that's, you know, a loving, emotionally supportive energy. Whether or not they're romantic, it could be platonic, right? But it's just somebody very nurturing, very caring. They actually have compassion for you. This could be like the perfect balance, like the perfect energy for whatever it is that you're looking for right now. Support yourself before you can support others. This person knows how to do that, you know? Or maybe this is you being able to finally step up into that energy yourselves. But this is somebody who's subtle, crafty, wise, fierce nature with calm exterior. They're also very considerate, balanced, and generous. So underneath the deck, we've got the King of Swords, clarifying the Five of Swords. You could have fought it out or hashed it out with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. It's very cut and dry energy. It also could be like a lawyer, judge, you know, somebody in the legal field. They're very controlling. They try to control the situation. I don't know who lost. Well, looks like he lost here, actually. Yep. Looks like the King of Swords is out. Maybe, maybe not. Because then we have the Emperor behind that. Maybe it has ended for better or for worse. Maybe it also ended with an Emperor. Maybe it's two people. You could have ended something with someone. Oh, this could have been the people who were attacking you. And that's ended. So if that is a judge, because King of Swords with the Ten of Swords and the Emperor, that could be higher authority right there too. Could have ended there. Wow. So, but this is bottom of the deck, so it's underlying energy anyway. What you have on top of the deck is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Don't worry about what you can't control, right? What else do we have for Scorpio? Yeah, it's time to go out and have fun, y'all. Time to go out and have fun. Whether this is with your friends or, you know, romantic partner, you know, or work, you've got something to celebrate. And I like it. Drop a comment in the comments below. Let me know what it is. Oh, you guys. 4:20 on the clock. It's literally 4:20 on the clock right now, and bottom of the deck we've got hemp expansion. And I'm laughing because when I picked this deck to do this series of readings, I picked this deck specifically thinking, I hope that the hemp card pops out, because I am the Can astrologer and this is one of my favorite cards in this deck, and then it popped out in my reading. And what's really exciting is just, you know, everything that I'm working on and that's expanding, you know, having to do with what I do in the industry, and I get the hemp card, expansion, clarification. I don't know if you heard that beep too at 4:20 on the dot. I want to, oh shoot, I thought I just took a picture. So, okay, clarification again. So some of you could be dealing, you know, with, you know, you could work in the cannabis industry. You could work with plant medicine, a holistic practitioner. You could work with plants, anything like that, right? But for many of you, the overall idea that we're talking about here is expansion. You're expanding your horizons. You're expanding your field, your knowledge, your skill sets. It could be, career, whatever. It could be relationships, whatever. You're expanding, growing. And then we have rosemary memories. Who else had this? Somebody else had this. So there are like memories of the past. There could be things of the past that some of it could hurt. It could have to do with, growth and see, rosemary is healing. You can use it for tonics, ointments. You can use it in baking and cooking as well. But it's meant to bring, to evoke memory, to help your memory, to improve your memory. But it also can bring up, old memories and things that I feel like you're finally healing, you're moving on from. And that's like where all of this new growth and new expansion is actually coming through. But these memories feel really good. So you might want to incorporate rosemary and or hemp into your diet, or use them in some way, form, or fashion. Hemp, we all know you can use it in multiple ways, right? It's in beauty products, it's in hempcrete, it's in textiles, and all kinds of other things. And rosemary, like I said, you can use it in baking, cooking, all kinds of stuff as well. So you may have some memories, your experiences from the past may help you expand with what it is that you're moving forward in. I love rosemary, and it's also very protective. It's good to have at your front door and at your back door, or any entrances to your home, for protection. Where I live, there's like bushes of it. Okay. Scorpio, August 2025. Underneath the deck, we've got Jupiter return benefits. So Jupiter is the planet of luck and good fortune, and it's, here with benefits. So you could be, getting a job offer that offers benefits, actual benefits. But Jupiter, this is luck. We're talking about expansion. We're talking about luck. It's all happening, something to celebrate. Yeah, you're starting some kind of a new path, new venture, new something, and it's about to all happen. Top of the deck, we've got Mercury retrograde, and it's in the middle of Mercury retrograde right now as we speak. And let me tell you, the meaning behind Mercury retrograde in this deck is reinvention. Many of us, I feel, are reinventing ourselves as we speak. Whether we're, jumping timelines, going into a brand new industry, a different company, stepping up, it's like it's a reinvention of self. It's a reinvention of, maybe what people projected and told us that we should be or that we were, and we're like popping out and being something completely different. But it's bringing in expansion and benefits, and it's all happening finally. And that's what I have for you for the tarot portion of this reading. So now let's look at the predictions for this month. I think you're going to love them. I don't know if I said it already, but our full moon this month is on August 9th at 12:55 a.m. And that's Pacific Daylight Time. That's on a Saturday. It's the Aquarius full moon, also known as the Sturgeon full moon. And then on the 23rd, we have the new moon in Virgo. Feelings of safety, clarity, structure, organization, that kind of energy. So August 11th is when Mercury retrograde does end. So Mercury retrograde doesn't mean that our reinvention energy is going to end or anything. But then August 12th is when Leo, or the Lionsgate portal, that closes. And so The cards that we pulled for this month and for the general collective, Page of Pentacles, this is a new opportunity, a new idea, something to take action on, okay? So you could be hearing something or, you know, getting word for some kind of expansion. Then the second card we pulled was sharing of yourself. And then there was a zebra on the card, so I wrote down the word zebra. It comes into play soon. So sharing of yourself, this could be sharing of your ideas, your connections, your resources, your finances, your time, your energy, you know, helping people out, sharing of yourself. Careful with that. You want to balance that energy, okay? Because otherwise that causes burnout, right? But then I wrote down zebra, so you'll see that in a second. So then the next cards that we pulled, completely different deck, was number 41, Queen of the Moon, Sovereignty. It also means intuition. She's like the high priestess. And intuition is a main theme across the boards in almost all the readings. And it's about using your intuition, using your discernment, trusting your gut, not listening to everybody else around you, going with what you know, what you feel, okay? 4 + 1 = 5. Fives are about change of direction. So you could be completely changing your direction in something. But then the next cards that we pulled, different deck. Card number 5, change of direction. The Blue Lotus card, and guess what it means? Intuition. So again, using your intuition, main theme. The next card we pulled was the New Moon in Capricorn, talking about stepping up and leading. Step up and lead, be a leader. Many of you could be stepping up and becoming a leader. It could be, you know, by the month of September. You know, maybe you take a job in August and then by September you're in a leadership role or something. Or you're just like stepping up and being a leader for yourself within your own life. But then the next card that we pulled in the Crystal Oracle was the Zebra Stone, right? And Zebra Stone, it means balance. So it's like the black and the white, the yin, the yang, the good and the bad. You're balancing everything that's being thrown at you, but you're rocking at it, Scorpio. Some of us may not feel that way right now, but it's balancing out. It's all happening. So then last but not least, I started playing with Astro Dice at the end of last year, and it's based on the 3 main principles of astrology. And I rolled South Node, Aries, and 7th house. So look in your chart, see where, you know, what those are in your chart. But when you combine those 3 things, it means survival of the fittest while adapting to change. So it's about, you know, going with the flow, you know, just going with it, but also survival of the fittest. Like, you know, man, us water signs especially, we've been through it over the last, feels like 15 years, right? We've learned a lot of lessons, but those lessons are the blessings. And I feel like we're going to be turning around and teaching those lessons, helping other people as they start to go through it and they start to you know, go through the same cycles that we've already experienced, right? So it's survival of the fittest. I feel like, you know, we're going to make it as we expand, but also adapt to all this change because we're reinventing ourselves. All right, so this is what I have for you. I hope this brought you answers, clarity, and insight. And if so, drop a comment in the comments below, like, share, subscribe. If you're interested in your own personal reading, I have all of that information in the description below this video as well. So just hit me up, check it out, get a hold of me. And I always appreciate sharing this time and energy with you. Make sure that you also check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars signs as well for additional messages. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Have a fantastic August. Let me know what great news happens because I want to celebrate it with you. Peace.